Hello everybody and welcome to Sin City Living. My name is Jason. I'll be bringing you today's episode. As always, we want to thank all of our fans, our sponsors, our patrons. We appreciate all of your guys' support. Everyone that's bought us a cup of coffee, been greatly appreciated. We've had a rough couple of weeks here in the family, been out of work for a week and a half, coming up on 2 weeks, thanks to our old friend COVID running through us. I don't want to take up a whole lot of time with the usual spiel, so all of you guys that are interested in what's going on with Sin City Living and what we plan on doing in the future with our live streams and upcoming events, please stick around to the end of the video or skip to the end of the video and watch. I will put most of that stuff in the ending spiel, and I will try and update it every week or two with more news. Otherwise, that being said, we're just going to go ahead and jump straight into today's video. So for today's episode, I want to go over a strategy that I saw the other day. Now, this strategy is not one that most of you guys are going to want to play. This requires a very large bankroll. But it was kind of interesting, and I'm going to shoot a second video about a very similar strategy on a much lower bankroll. But this one was very interesting that I saw for almost an entire shift. So, and it stuck out of my head, so I thought I would show it to you guys. It's, like I said, interesting, not something most of you guys are going to want to play. Thank you, by the way, everybody, for the coffees you guys bought us. Very much appreciated. Didn't really go towards coffee, but my son had a wonderful birthday. I wish I'd have taken a picture of his cute little baby Yoda birthday cake. So yeah, thank you everybody, very appreciated. I unfortunately actually ended up missing even more work after COVID. I came down with something else that landed me in the hospital, so it's been a fun year up to this point. But I am 100%, so let us get to it. So this strategy, like I said, this person had a very large bankroll, and they had an intriguing strategy that I thought I would show you. So they always started out with a $700 don't pass. $700 don't pass. I'd say 90% of the time they would do that don't pass. They would switch to a pass line bet after a player made 2 points. I noticed that it was fairly consistent. Player would make 2 points. This player would switch over to a pass line bet. They would do it at a lower level, $200, something smaller. So they would start out with their $700 don't pass. Now, once there was a point, and the point did not matter, so let's see. Well, here they'd get paid $700, and here they'd get paid $700. The way I throw dice, I should probably play the don't pass. All right, so point is 5. Now, I've seen players that would do don't pass and then would place numbers, and that's a strategy I'm going to show you guys in a subsequent video, something that I see somebody do on a regular basis. But this player does it a little bit differently. He actually waits till a number rolls, and it's one of those things that I've always said about come bets. Players that do come bets without odds, where they place a come bet, then it travels, and they don't do odds. And I always say, well, you're kind of wasting your money. If you're going to let the dice pick your number for you, then just wait till they roll a number and then place it, because that $10 will pay you more as a place bet than it would as a come bet without odds. That's what this person does. But they do it at such a small level. It's very interesting. They do it very small level. They have their $700 don't pass. So you would expect, let me see if I can adjust this camera a little bit. Bear with me, guys. You would think that this is the kind of person that would do, at the very least, 270 across, if not 540 across, something along those lines. But no, they wait till the number rolls, and then let's say the 9 rolls. If a 9 rolls, they were on a $10 minimum bet table, mind you. If a 9 rolls, they would throw in $15. What they were doing was they would place the number for $10, and then they would give the dealers a place bet. Player control. Always player control. If it was a 6 or 8, they still threw in their $15, only this time the dealers would be at $3. And it did not matter what the number was. Now, if things started to roll, then they would press 1 unit. They would press 1 unit with the exception of the dealer bet. The very first hit the dealers would collect. Except on the 6-8. He would make it proper first, then collect. So the very first hit, we'd collect the $700, or $7. 700, woo, that'd be nice. And then after that, the dealers would also press 1 unit. So let's take a look. All right, so a 6 would roll. So now he would throw in his $15, and he would get a $12 6, and the dealers would get a $3 6 player control, right? So then an 11 rolls, nothing happens. Then another 6 rolls. So at this point, he would press himself 1 unit. So he would collect $9, press himself up 1 unit, then he would just have the dealers make it right. Now as an 8 rolls, he would throw in his $15, place it for 12, dealers get the extra 3, and then now as an 8 rolls again, he would press it 1 unit, and the dealers would just get proper. Now a 9 rolls, so he would throw in his $15, and there we would go. 10 rolls, he would throw in his $15. Something very similar to this actually happened on the game, where one shooter's roll, this player ended up with every number. It was pretty interesting. So 3 rolls, nothing would happen here. 11 would roll, nothing would happen here. A 4, see, there we go, very interesting. So now he would place it. Now he's got all the numbers. 2, nothing happens. Oddly enough, he never played a don't come. So now a winner 5. This would be a worst case scenario. Boom, he comes down. Loses that 700. And at this point, he has only made $16, but he has $75 invested here. So he's actually $775 invested. And he's got $16. So he places it for another $700. Now, of course, he on this come out roll, he would have made $1,400 before it even started. But so now the 6 rolls. And he would shift everything over. Dealers would collect that $1. He would shift this over, and he would take that $1. And there we go. And now he just goes. As the 9 rolls, he would say press it 1 unit, throw in $1, press 1 unit, collect the 10. And since it's the first time it hit, the dealers would collect. First time, dealers collect. Now this time around, he's going to press it up 1 unit again. And this time the dealers will press 1 unit and collect the rest. Eight rolls, he's at 18 right here, so he's going to go up to 24. And the dealers will collect, because the last time around it was just making it proper, so they haven't collected off of it yet. 3, nothing would happen. Now in 8 rolls, he would go up to 30 over here. And now the dealers would press 1 unit. Just clean this up a little bit. Now another 8 rolls. Now in this case, at this point, he's much more likely to start doing some mid-press. Oops, took that. And go up to 42. Once he hit the green, he would start with the mid-press. Then he would have the dealers press themselves 1 unit. As a 10 rolls, throw in $1, press himself up 1 unit, collect the other 15, and he would have the dealers collect. Because that was the first time it hit. Now in 8 rolls. Now he's going to go up to 60. And the dealer's going to press him 1 unit. And then a winner 6. So he loses his 700 again. So he was $1,475 invested, and he has $175
and $49 sitting in front of him. Okay, so he is down at this point over $1,300. Now, like I said, once it hit a couple of winners, he would switch over to the pass line. So we'll do a $200 pass line for him. Winner 7, so he wins 200. Crap 3, he loses 200. 12, he loses 200. So they put himself back out there. Whoa. Now a 9. So the 9 would roll, he would shift over, and he would probably throw in the money to move the dealers over and make it proper. So, and oddly enough, the 6 rolls. So he would press it 1 unit, and the dealers would as well. Just clean this up a little. I might need that. And the 5 rolls, he will press it up 1 unit. 5 has not rolled yet, so the dealers are just going to collect their $7. Now a 4 rolls. He'll throw in the buck, press it 1 unit, collect. First time it's rolling, so the dealers are just going to collect. Now at this point, the dealers have actually collected off everything at least once, so now the dealers are always going to be press 1 unit. So he throws in the $1, $4.30, press it 1 unit, collect that green. Dealers, 10 for 1, press it up. Six rolls, he throws in $2 for a mid-press situation. Dealers press it up 1 unit. Clean things up here. And 7 outs. So then he'd lose here. This player is down somewhere around $1,200–$1,300, which kind of fits in with what I saw by the time the player actually left. When the player left, they were down about 25% of their bankroll. They had caught some good rolls, they had caught some bad rolls. A cold table will definitely favor this player. The problem is, as you saw, that $700 don't pass, when it is not matched with similar or comparable place bets, you just can't catch up if you catch that worst case scenario. If you catch the best case scenario where you win, where you get a lot of 0.7 outs or something like that. And in reality, on this particular roll, this player is actually still slightly up, because you remember we led out with 2 craps, so they made $1,400 from the get-go. But the odds are twice as likely to have two winners and lose that $1,400. So that worst case scenario of losing in the don't pass, it's just not overcome by these, I mean, I hate to put it this way, but these piddly little place bets. These piddly little place bets that are meaningless in the face of a $700 don't pass. If you're going to play both sides of the table, and you know, if you want to play the don't pass, but also want to be able to take advantage of a fantastic roll, your light side bets, they need to be somewhat comparable to your don't pass, or you're just spinning your wheels. You're wasting time. But it was very, very interesting, and I'll tell you, the dealers absolutely love this guy, because I mean, you know, just that little measly kind of weak roll. It wasn't a weak roll, not a terrible roll, but it's certainly not a knock your socks off roll. The dealers made almost $100, plus left another 60, 70 on the table. So, you know, the dealers absolutely love this guy. He's a very generous guy. He's a very nice guy. But unfortunately, he hits the worst case scenario, and he definitely takes a hit. So hope you guys find this interesting, illuminating, enlightening, or at least just plain fun. Thank you guys for watching. We will catch you next time. Bye now. Okay, everybody, and as
promised, all the usual blah blah that I try and do at the beginning of the video, we're going to go ahead and put near the end of the video. And here we go. So thank you everybody for your usual patronage. All of you that are patrons of ours, we very, very much appreciate it. Thank you everybody who's been buying us a cup of coffee. Love to say it's going to coffee right now, but this month with the entire family out for COVID, it's honestly going to Bill's and probably the kid's birthday in a week. But we definitely appreciate it. We're going to continue working on these live streams. I know you guys have seen some of them popping up. Just got to figure out the look of it, and some of the audio is still giving me issues. But hopefully we'll be getting those live streams and the craps tournaments going as soon as possible. Really just going to depend on scheduling. My schedule changed, Amy's schedule changed, kids' school schedule is fun. So once we figure out exactly how all those schedules are going to work, we'll let everybody know. And otherwise, please continue emailing us with anything you would like to see videoed. And again, thank you everybody for tuning in. We appreciate every single one of you guys. We'll catch you next time. Bye now.